Hi YouTube. In the past I have made a video on the setup that I was using to make videos, and since then I kind of changed it a bit, not too much, but I learned a lot of things and I wanted to use this opportunity to share with you what I learned so far. And actually I came to the conclusion that you really don't need that much at all to start making high quality YouTube videos. It's quite surprising. It can be very cheap, very efficient. I want to share with you the things that I learned for myself. After about 45 videos, I think I'm at now, let's get into it. So there are 5 things that I want to discuss with you that I think will cover most of the topics that you might have in your mind if you want to start making YouTube videos, or if you just want to learn what other people do and how you might improve your own videos. That includes recording, but also some software for editing. First off, I want to talk about the camera. I did a bunch of things that all didn't work out really well, to be honest. And I went back to the thing that I started off with. To be honest, it really depends on what kind of phone you have. But for me, I have a Samsung S22, I think, and the internal camera, and then I'm just recording with a portrait video, is really, really good. It really serves my purpose. That's the only thing I've been using so far, and it works so well. I have been trying to also use this Canon camera for the second angle from time to time. That didn't go so well because it's very hard to get the lighting exactly the same, because there's something that the phone internally does with lighting and stuff that the camera can't, even though the quality should be really good. The second thing I tried was I wanted to get a high definition webcam and use that so I can separately record some stuff on my laptop also for the second angle, or mix it up even. I really, for like, let's say a budget, I couldn't find anything that comes close to the camera that I have in my phone. And then I also found out that the second angle is not as important. I don't have a super flashy layout of my videos, let's say. It's a pretty straightforward one angle, me talking with some animations in between. And I think that suits my purpose quite well. So depending on what you want to do, of course, think about if you could potentially borrow a phone from someone else to have the second angle if it's necessary. But really think about it, because I think one angle can be super fine if you like the content that I'm making. At least you now know what I used. Second, another really big thing is the microphone. As you can see here, I am using this clip-on mic, which comes in a very handy box. So this is the box that it comes in. This is for the mic. And there is another thing that is that I will plug into my phone, and that actually transmits my voice. And I think you can charge it and then it will last for about 2 hours or something. Like, I've never reached the limit. I just charge it whenever I want to record something, and then I never had any problems. Potentially, if you do like super long interviews, you might run into an issue. I still have to really find that out. But that's the thing that I started off with nothing at all, only just using the microphone from my phone. Then I switched to this one, which was huge. I think the quality improvement is big, and it also makes sure you don't get all the background noise. You still get some, but in general, it's a pretty good filter. And then I also tried something which I also wasn't too happy with, and I will explain to you why. I bought 2 of these fancy ass condenser microphones, and I did that because I also have this interview series where I try to interview some friends of mine. It's called Life at Work. And well, yeah, for the interviews, I thought it would be good to have good sound quality, to have 2, and to, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to upgrade my sound as well. And I think I will actually do that in the future. But for now, what I want to tell you is that it takes so much extra effort and time to set that up that it started to hamper my willingness to make a video. So there are a couple of videos that I will also maybe put over here so you can see that I try to experiment with that and what that looks like. But it was just too much work, and the improvement in sound quality was not good enough. if you really want to go for these condenser microphones, I would really urge you to get like a kind of, how would you call it, a studio room, or a room where you always record, where you can leave that microphone out, where you can find the perfect settings that you don't have to touch that anymore. Unless you have that, it's really not worth the money. The quality increase for most cases is just not that big, especially if you're not singing or anything, you're just recording your voice. This is pretty much the best you can get. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'm very happy with the ease of use and the quality I get out of this thing. And I think it was for a price of, I don't want to oversell this, but I think it was like 10 or 15 euros. I think I bought a second one for interviews as well, which currently I don't know where I put it. But yeah, I think this is really the go-to thing. Third, one thing that I was messing around with in one of my earlier videos was screen recording. And I'm still using screen recording because I think sometimes it's good to show some stuff on the laptop, especially if you're talking about digital things. I was talking that time about cleaning up my desktop, like decluttering everything in my life. And yeah, well, sometimes you want to show something on your screen, you need to record your screen. So I downloaded this very crappy and a bit unprofessional looking software, which served its purpose. But then I found out if you just press like Windows Alt G, you can just record your screen built into Windows. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't know that. I feel a bit old for not doing it. So no additional software needed. Just use like the built-in stuff of your Windows laptop or desktop. If you don't have a Windows, I don't know how to help you. Yeah, good luck. Then fourth, I want to talk about editing software. And I mentioned this before, but I will say it again. I think less is more. Try to limit it to one software that you're using. But there are a couple of options there. So my go-to software is actually Mov-AVI, which is something I bought back in the day when I wanted to make after movies for like holidays and stuff. And it works quite well, very intuitively. There are a couple of standard things that you can put in there, some standard text manipulations and image manipulations and stuff. And that works pretty well. There's not that much you need to do. Now, there are some other things. For instance, I also got a subscription to Canva, which is something you can use to make Instagram or like at least other social media kind of video edits. And there's a nice functionality that you can generate AI generated videos and pictures. So I kind of use the combination of the two. It's not optimal, I would say, but I found a way to make it work. And the reason why I have to do it is because, like I said, Mov-AVI is a little bit limited. And I know that ideally you would switch to something like After Effects or something Pro. I forgot the name, but I feel and hope that by the time the channel grows a bit, I will just get someone to edit for me, because I really don't like it that much. It takes a lot of my time and I enjoy making the video more. Maybe if I had better software, it would be more fun. I don't know. But for now, I'm trying to keep to this like dual world where there are some options in Canva that I can use and then load that into Mov-AVI, and then I can do whatever I want to do, basically. But there's a third thing that I want to talk about. Well, actually, it's the fifth thing, but it has something to do with editing software as well. And that is the creation of your thumbnail. And creation of your thumbnail, especially for YouTube videos, is really, really key. I'm not super sure how it scales into, let's say, Instagram Reels, but I can imagine there's also some value there. So the thumbnail, in my opinion, if you just take one freeze frame from your video, it's not going to be that great. So if you have some easy to use image editing software, you're golden. And the thing that I use is paint.net. It is basically Paint on steroids. You have different layers that you can work on, and it's just like very, very simple mechanisms that you can use. You can select stuff, change the colors, write text, change the size of different things, and that is super powerful to make very simple thumbnails. Also, the resolution is not that big, so you can make some small mistakes and no one will notice. But that's also free software that I will list down in the comments. So I think all in all, my advice for people who start off or who want to improve would be try not to overcomplicate things, because you actually want to get better at making videos and you want to build kind of the content on your channel. You want to increase that. So the key thing to focus on is do the thing that you really enjoy, and try not to overcomplicate stuff with side things that, like, you know, you see some big YouTubers do. Like, if it costs you so much extra money and time, it will only hamper you to keep going. So keep it simple. Do the stuff you like. Don't buy too much. Use your phone camera. Get this clip-on microphone. Download some free software. Maybe get a Canva subscription, and you're ready to go, basically. I'm very curious to see what I will say about this topic in, let's say, 6 months or a year from now, if I have grown a little bit more and I got more budget. Maybe by the time I will have an editor. Who knows? Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to have a nice day.